So I was going through scripture earlier and I made an observation. Proverbs 22, verses 24 and 25, those verses say that you become what you are around. If you're around someone who's angry, basically you're going to become angry sooner or later if you're consistently around that. If you're around somebody who complains a lot, sooner or later you're going to be the kind of person that complains a lot. If you don't like that, there's another thing you have to consider. 2 Corinthians 2, verses 15 and 16, those verses basically say that you attract what you already are. You need to do some introspection. You need to look within yourself and pray to God about that. And if you're not liking what you see when you do that, you need to ask yourself a couple more questions. Like, what do I want to become? What do I need to do to become what I want to become? What do I need to do, or who do I need to become to attract what I want to attract? See, you're going to lose a lot when you walk the narrow path, because that's what it is. Walking with Christ is a narrow path. Anyone who tells you otherwise, they're not telling you the truth. It's not always going to be easy. Nobody who says that walking with Christ, walking the narrow path, anyone who says that that's going to be easy, they're not telling you the truth. Nobody said that it was going to be easy and was telling the truth. But you're going to have to learn that the hard way sometimes. That's just a fact. But as time goes on, as you walk the narrow path with Christ, and you continuously seek a solid relationship with Christ, you're going to realize that even though it wasn't going to be easy, there is a reason for everything. God tests you in certain ways. Sometimes you know it's God testing you. Sometimes you don't even realize it until years later that God was working in your life. And God has a plan. When you realize that God has been in the works behind the scenes the whole time, even years later, you'll realize that God's plan is so much greater than any plan that any human can ever create. God knows what He's doing. All you have to do is trust Him. Sounds easy, but in our human minds, it's easy to lose sight of that. Just a few things to think about. Stay blessed, friends.